Everybody, Chris here with Klingspor's Woodworking Shop. Today, special treat, we're going to give you a tour of the new store here in Hickory. Brand new, modified, updated construction, and the construction's still going on, so you might hear some noise in the background. But we're going to give you a walkthrough. Might just entice you to come by and check this place out. So let's start with the library. We're not going to go in there, but if you want interested in books, plans, videos, or just a place to sit and read, guess what? We got a whole library full of all of those things. So come by and check that out. Now, on behind you there is Bandsaw Alley. This is where you're going to find all of the bandsaws. We've got your big floor models, your bench tops, and everything in between, as well as blades for that. So we've got all the popular sizes in the Timberwolf as well as in the Klingspor blades. So if you're looking for a bandsaw blade, we got you covered on that too. So let's start taking a look down through here. For those of you who remember the old store, there used to be a counter right here where you check out. Well, now it's wide open space. We're going to start putting some slabs here. We've got a few little trinkets and things we're going to load right at the front. So give you something to look at when you walk in. And if you go over here to the right, you'll see that we've got SawStop. So the number one dealer in North Carolina. And so why not have a huge section up here dedicated to the SawStop brand? And so what we've got over here right in front of the store is these saw stops. If you're interested in saw stop, we got you covered. We've got everything from the portable saws all the way up to the CNS models and everything in between. We've got them decked out with all the little trinkets and accessories you'd ever want to come see. So if you're interested, this is the place. Come on to the Hickory location where they're all set out. And again, here we've got our brand new counter set up. This is an island right in the front. And what you'll see here is these beautiful walnut countertops. And they'll have maple. We're going to be working on some maple products here. So even the countertop's not quite finished, but we're getting there. So let's come on down in the store and let's check it out. And while they're up here with the saw stops, we've got all of the blades over on this wall. So it's a great place to come if you want to see even the dado blades, as well as all of the main saw blades, all your 10 and 12 inch. So all the blades, the bandsaw and the saw, the circular, they're all right up front of the store. Easy to find, easy to locate, get you the right blade for you. So as we come on down through here, we will see a few more things. We've got some machinery laid out here, over here in the far corner. We're not going to go over in there, is the lumber. And we've got all the traditional lumber, both the stick as well as in the slab. We've also got some more pre-cut stuff for you turners and carvers. All the hardwoods, exotics, domestics, everything in between, down what I'm calling hardwood alley, because it's mostly hardwoods. But we've got a lot of the stuff, and they're still kind of tweaking where they put it. But this essentially is going to be all the lumber and wood. And as we move on down the line, they started a little display here with this new Muxiwa line that we just started carrying. This is fantastic little line if you're interested in some more industrial type equipment, but it's not so full industrial. Great for the small shop who's want to do a little more than just the hobbyist. Anything from your edge banders to your edge band trimmers, even getting over here into your dowel drills if you're wanting to get into production type work, drilling those holes for your cabinets and things. Even got an industrial pocket hole machine. Definitely stepping up with this Muxiwa line. We've got a few options over here in our plywood. Some of the little more traditional machines with the joiners and planers down this aisle. So as you come on down part of the rest of some of this machinery, you might run into things like this belt disc combo machine. Well, guess what? We not only got the machines, we got the belts to go on the machine, which makes this even better because it's a one-stop shop. So you come in, you buy your belt disc machine, you come over here and you buy your belts and you buy your discs. Look at this, all the discs you could ever want. So let's come on down and check out sandpaper, because in sandpaper, everything sandpaper is sexy, because without sandpaper, guess what? You're not finishing your job. So we've got discs, we've got sheets, we've got belts, small belts, big belts, everything in between. We got them all. We got red belts, blue belts, and yellow belts. All the belts you could ever want to get your belt sanding done. Now, when it comes to rolls, we got a shop sander. As you can see, there is not a sander, just about every sander made, we got a pre-cut roll for it. There's a few we might not, but we got pre-cut rolls. We've even got jumbo rolls. If you would rather cut your own, we got your jumbo rolls. So anything sandpaper, guess what? Klingspor's Woodworking Shop, we got you. We got glues, adhesives, finishes. We're nearly a full line dealer of, yes, you got it, general finishes. You want to know about that hard wax oil? We got it. Anything, we've got several other brands here to come down if you're interested in finishes, waxes, urethanes, milk paints, we got it. Well, as a woodworker, some of y'all do this for a living and you repair furniture. Well, guess what? Full line Mohawk dealer with all the repair stuff. We've got all the markers, we've got the wax sticks, the repair, the hard wax. We've got over here with your aerosols. We got it covered if you're doing repair work in finishing. And what good's finishing? Without spraying, right? So if you're interested in spraying, we've got your Erlex, we've got your Fuji, we've even got some of the Grex if you're interested in doing some of the little smaller airbrush stuff. What a place to come. Klingspor's Woodworking Shop in Hickory. And you might hear some noise in the background. That's just construction because we got it going on here, right? So coming on down, we'll come down this side of the aisle and all your fillers. So we've got your putties, your fillers, your epoxy sticks, anything that you might need to repair to fill the wood, we've got you covered here. More finishes. Rubio Monocoat, popular item, but guess what? Opposite here, we've got a lot of your power tools. So if you got to do sanding, whether it be orbital, belt, disc, we've got everything from your Triton, your Makita, Bosch, all the way down through here. All right. So if you're into sanding and you need the sander, we got that. If you need the discs or the belts to go with it, guess what? We've already covered it. We got that too. Coming on down the line, get into the foam sanding on this side. A lot of the touch up here. So between coats of finish, if you're sanding between coats of primer, we got every sort of foam product that you could want to make that job a whole lot easier. And again, here more discs. Here's some of your specialty sanding. We get into some of the sanding sleeves. We're working on getting all this dialed in and getting it organized. But for now, it's wide open. So come in and you can check it out. Again, more of the specialty sanding and the mops and the little sanding sticks and the cords. This is where you're getting into more of that detail stuff. A little bit tricky, a little more finicky, a little more specialized. We got it. If you're having problems with something sanding, that's probably the aisle you want to come visit because it's got a lot of that weird finicky stuff on it that gets the job done fast. So coming on down this aisle, we've got more stuff on the end caps here. We did have some glass cabinets here that's locked up, getting into your Proxxon and then more your Arbortech. So if you're into power carving, guess what? We got you covered. If you're more traditional, guess what? We got you covered. Full line of the Flex Cut products here and going on down into other hand carving as well. And you might have seen from our extravaganza video, we do a lot with the Arbortech and the Mampa products. If you're doing power carving, you want to get into that, this is definitely a good place to go. And if you visited our website, woodworkingshop.com, we've got a place designated to nothing but burning. And if you're interested in pyrography, learning about wood burning, the different units and the tips and the different things you might need to get involved in that, go check out that and you'll be glad you did. The wood burning store is fantastic. But we've got all the different tips from both Coldwood, razor. They're all here. Come check it out. More of the specialty sanding and carving stuff kind of in here. Now we're rolling back into more machines. So we didn't put them all in the front. We peppered them in. So we've talked about carving, but guess what? Now we're working into turning. So we've got your Sorby, we've got Crown, and of course we've got the lathes right in the middle. So if you're interested in wood turning, this is a great place to come because we've got several of our guys that work here that are expert wood turners. So they can get you started with the right lathe for you, get you the right tool for you, which is important because you don't want to waste your money and we don't want you to waste your money. So come into the store, talk to one of the guys, they can get you set up with turning. Full line of Sorby and Crown as well as Nova. And several other brands as well, but definitely a good place to come if you're interested in wood turning. Down here, you can see we've got a full line of the different Nova chucks. So if you're curious and you're not sure which jaws you might need for your application, we've got this nice sample board down here so you can see and get a good visual of the right jaw or the right chuck for your situation. And as you can see, this pulls us right into the end cap here where this is nothing but clamps. So we've got several different lines here, Bessie, as well as some of the specialty clamps down there, the Dubuque. Well, guess what? We've got about every clamp you could ever want, because when woodworkers, you can't ever have enough clamps, and guess what? You never have enough routers either. But if you're going to get into turning, you got to have sharpening. So we've got a full section here for sharpening using the Tormek, as well as the traditional stones. And so if you're interested in learning how to sharpen some of those specialty tools, the carving tools, the turning tools, that Tormek system, great way to go. Now here's a little more mechanical. We've got some of the belt systems here. The Sorby Pro Edge, I don't have one of those out, but I do have the Work Sharp system here, and I do have the Sorby Pro Edge stuff out. So still got some line of the Trend and the other different diamond tools. So if you're, whether you're hand sharpening or you want to do something more mechanical, we've got it all set out here. Now, keeping in with the wood turning thing we were just looking at, a lot of the turners love those little small 2 and 3 inch discs. Well, we've got those here, both in a scallop style as well as a standard, and then we've got all the pads to go along with that. Pin turning is a huge thing. So we've got all of the pin blanks you could ever want to look at here, both in a pre-cut size as well as some of those pin blanks that will. You cut them yourself, which means you're going to have a bandsaw. Hey, guess what? We saw one of those at the front. We got you covered on that. So all sorts of specialty stuff. So we've got the pin blanks. Guess what? We've got the pin kits and all the different paraphernalia that goes with those as well. So as you can see, the Hickory store is quite hopping. Hardware down some aisles, customers this way, so we're going to try to avoid that. We've got hardware down here, different specialty jigs. The rest of the store is laid out with a lot of different accessories. And matter of fact, we're going to come right here, because this is one of my favorites, the micro jig. I love this product line, both the gripper as well as the match fit clamps. So we've got everything you need for just about all your woodworking potential. Now, while that's there, guess what? Whole wall of Festool. Some of you guys and gals are completely sold out, and you've drank the Kool-Aid. Well, guess what? We got refills. So if you're interested in Festool, this is the place to come. All your green and gray and black and whatever other color this is, Festool, good product line. And we've got this brand new display, much more options to show you. So if you're looking at some of the newer tools, we've got some of those on display as well. One of my favorite sections, the CNCs. So the CNC, we've got the couple of them out on display. We've got the Axiom, we've got the Shark, a couple of different models to look at there. And if you've got any questions on those, come on in, the guys in the Hickory store, or myself, since I made it based out of this location, we can answer your questions. So a lot of things we've gone into floor model drill presses. And with the floor model drill presses, we've got anything, and benchtop drill presses, we've got all your drilling stuff over here on this end. So some machinery over there, some machinery over in the far corner, some machinery over here, but it's all tied around different things. And drilling, both the drill presses and the drill bits and the different drilling apparatuses are here. So we're going to sneak this way. So if we've come over here, we've got all the dust collection stuff. So whether you need a dust collector or you've already got one, well, we've got all the fittings you could ever want. So as we migrate down this aisle, you can see there's a lot of options, whether you're looking for hose, clamps, elbow fitting, whatever it is, we got you covered. And we'll end the tour right here, this part of the tour anyway, of the main part of the store here in Craig. Anything and everything Craig, you can find it here. And if you're interested in router tables, the pocket hole system, or any of their new gadgets and gizmos, it can all be found right here under the big blue and gray. So the Craig line is here. Now there's two other rooms that we haven't talked about here in the Hickory location, and it's unlikely you'll typically come in there unless you are part of a class or part of a club. This is our club room number 2. This is smaller of our club rooms. So as you can see, this is a massive room. A lot of our clubs have already been participating in here. They've already been meeting and doing a lot of things. This is going to continue to be upgraded and updated with different stuff. But as far as the store preview, this is the Hickory store. So I hope you enjoyed the tour. If you've got questions, drop them down below, or even better yet, come on in the store, ask them yourself. The store guys will love to help you out. And hey, come check it out. Come join part of the club. Come take a class. But welcome to the new Hickory Klingspor's Woodworking Shop. This is Chris. We'll see you next time.